This is Dr. Sudha from Government Science College. The lab topic is orthogonal system using maxima programming. Let us begin with the definition. Two families of curves u is equal to c1 and v is equal to c2, where c1 and c2 are constants, form orthogonal system if they intersect at right angles at each points of their intersection. Suppose f of z is equal to u plus I into v, a complex function, then u is equal to c1 is a curve. On differentiation, we get dou u by dou x plus dou u by dou y into dy by dx is equal to 0. And solving for dy by dx, we get minus dou u by dou x divided by dou u by dou y. Let us represent that by m1. Similarly, let us equate the imaginary part v to a constant c2, and on differentiation we get dou v by dou x plus dou v by dou y into dy by dx is equal to 0. On solving for dy by dx here we get minus vx divided by vy, and let us represent that by m2. Now, if the product m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1, then u and v form orthogonal system. That is, they are perpendicular to each other. Let us look into some points to be remembered. If f of z is analytic, that is, the given complex function is analytic, in a domain D of a complex plane, then u is equal to c1 and v is equal to c2, the two curves form orthogonal system of curves. Whenever f of z is analytic, the real and the imaginary parts are orthogonal to each other. Because m1 into m2, if we consider, so that is minus ux by uy into minus vx by vy, that gives us minus 1, because f of z being analytic, it satisfies the CR equations. Therefore, on substituting ux is equal to vy and uy is equal to minus vx, this product gives us the value minus 1, and hence u and v are orthogonal to each other. Now let us see some problems here. The first one, f of z is equal to e power x into sine y plus x square minus y square plus I into 2xy minus e power x into cos y. Here we need to prove that u and v form orthogonal system of curves. So let us look into the solution. So this is the given function f of z. Let us extract the real and the imaginary parts here. So the real part u is equal to e power x into sine y plus x square minus y square, and the imaginary part v is equal to 2xy minus e power x into cos y. So let us calculate m1, that is with respect to the curve u is equal to c1, and that is given by dy by dx is equal to minus ux divided by uy, that is the partial derivative of u with respect to x divided by the partial derivative of u with respect to y. On differentiating this u with respect to x and y, we get e to the power of x into sine y plus 2x and e power x cos y minus 2y. So numerator is derivative of u with respect to x and the denominator is the derivative of u with respect to y. So this is m1. Similarly, for the curve v is equal to c1, let us calculate m2. That is dy by dx is equal to minus vx by vy, and that is minus of 2y minus e power x into cos y divided by 2x plus e power x into sine y. Now let us consider this m1 into m2. So this is the expression for m1 into m2. Here when we look into the numerator and the denominator here, that is e power x sine y plus 2x will get cancelled with 2x plus e power x into sine y. And here when we take this minus sign inside, we get minus 2y plus e power x cos y, and this term gets cancelled with this e power x cos y minus 2y. Finally, we are left with minus 1. Therefore, U and V are orthogonal systems. Now let us see the maxima program for this. Here you have killall, which deletes all the user variables, functions, arrays, etc. and resets all the default functions. U is the real part of f of z. F of z is a function here, so colon equals. We know how to type the function here. And U is the real part. So the command to extract the real part of f of z, this returns the real part of the function f of z. And an imagpart extracts the imaginary part of f of z. So this command returns the imaginary part of f of z. We need the partial derivatives of u with respect to x and y and v with respect to x and y. So here we are using diff command. So diff of u comma x returns the derivative of u with respect to x. And diff of v comma x returns the derivative of v with respect to x. And diff of u comma y returns the derivative of u with respect to y. And similarly, diff of v comma y returns the derivative of v with respect to y. And let us represent m, that is nothing but m1 into m2. So here that is minus ux divided by uy into minus vx divided by vy. This is m1 into m2. Here we need simplification, that is we need to cancel out the common factors and multiplication or whatever simplification is need to be done. For that we need a command. We are using gradsim. Because maxima doesn't simplify the expressions by default. For that reason, we use radsim, radcan, factor, etc. commands to simplify. Here we are using gradsim. So this is stored under the user variable m. So m is nothing but m1 into m2. So if m is minus 1, then the two curves u and v form orthogonal system. Else, if this is not true, that is if m is not equal to minus 1, u and v do not form orthogonal system. So now let us go to the maxima window. Copy the command here. So this is the command in the maxima window. Let us execute using shift enter. So this is the output we obtain. So this is a function f of z, and this is u, and this is v, that is the real part and the imaginary parts. And these four are the partial derivatives of u and v with respect to x and y. And here comes the value of m, that is minus 1. Therefore, u and v form the orthogonal system. Now let us see some more examples. So this second example, which is similar to the first one, just change the second line wherein we have typed f of z. Replace f of z by e power minus y into cos x plus I sin x and evaluate. The third example is f of z is equal to sin z. There is a difference between the first two problems and the third problem. The first two were given in terms of x and y, whereas the third and the fourth problems are given in terms of z. So we require one more command. Before entering f of z, we need to substitute z is equal to x plus iy. So let us see one of the example with maxima code. So here see killall. And we need the substitution for z here, that is x plus iy. So x plus percentage I star y. So this is the extra line we need to add when the given function is in terms of z. So let us take the fourth example wherein f of z was cos hyperbolic z. And we know the command for cos hyperbolic z is cosh of z. Once again, real part of f of z and imaginary part of f of z extracts the real part and the imaginary part of f of z, and these two are computational commands and not simplification commands. And for obtaining the partial derivatives of u and v with respect to x and y, here we use diff command. So diff of u comma x returns the derivative of u with respect to x, and similarly the other three. M is nothing but m1 into m2, that is minus ux by uy into minus vx by vy. Here once again we need simplification, so let us use ratsim. Because maxima doesn't simplify by default, so we need to use commands like ratsim, radcan, etc. So if m is equal to minus 1, then the two curves, that is v and u, form orthogonal system. Suppose if m is not equal to 1, that is else if it is not equal to 1, then u and v do not form the orthogonal system. Let us go to the maxima window now. Copy the command. So this is the command. So here we have entered z, the extra line, when compared to the first example. And f of z is changed to cos hyperbolic z. Now let us execute using the shift enter. So this is the output. See here, this is the value of z, and this is f of z, the functional value cos hyperbolic z. And u, this is the real part, and b, that is the imaginary part. And these four are the partial derivatives of u and v with respect to x and y. And m value is minus 1, therefore the two curves, that is u is equal to c1 and v is equal to c2, form orthogonal system. Hope everybody could follow the program on orthogonal system. Thank you.